Good morning, everyone. I don't normally shoot videos in the morning, so this is going to be a little different. Hang on one second. Making some breakfast. Cooking some of our duck eggs on the stove. Five duck eggs, which is about, let's see here, it's gonna be about 430 some odd calories for 5 duck eggs, ballpark. Anyway, that's not the point of today's video, and let me rephrase that, this isn't today's video either. I'm in a habit now. Put some salt and pepper on these eggs. Get a little bit of hot sauce. Let's see here. I've been trying this habanero, sweet and spicy. It's not very spicy, but it is good. But it's not very hot at all. I wish it was hotter. Anyway, I thought I'd talk while I cooked. And I was just listening to the radio. And heard a song come on that reminded me of a story from high school that I've never talked about publicly. At least not to anybody other than the missus and maybe a few siblings. They may know this story. But if you went to high school with me, you're going to find this funny. Turn these eggs down. So, in high school, this would have been my junior year of high school, so 98, 99. My dad really wanted me on the football team. And mind you, I have zero interest in football. I watched football a little when I was a young kid, but being a Cincinnati Bengals fan will break you a liking football, as it did me. By the time I got to high school, I didn't care about football at all. But anyway, he wanted me on the football team. So I obliged him, and I know he had talked to a certain coach. I will not name names, largely because I don't like the bastard. But he had talked to a certain football coach of Central High School. And we came to a compromise. Y'all got to forgive me. My allergies driving me nuts this morning. Came to a compromise that even though I wouldn't play football for the team, because I know they wanted me on the line, that I would at least be a manager for the football team for a season. Give it a shot, right? And I obliged. Didn't want to do it. I was only doing it because my dad asked me to. I could care less about being on the football team. Well, I hated it. As any teenager who's being forced to do something they don't want to do would be, I hated it. Let's dump these eggs on my plate. So I did a lot of passive-aggressive things in my tenure, my brief tenure as a manager for the Central Chargers. Probably the biggest, most passive-aggressive thing I did in that time, I was given the assigned duties of mowing the football field. This was a mistake. They should have never given me this task. So in my passive-aggressive nature, I would get on the riding lawnmower And when it was time for me to cut the football field, I would purposefully raise and lower the deck on the mower, make sure the grass was uneven when I cut it, all different lengths all across the field. I'd cut circles in the field. I wouldn't go straight across and do perfect lines. I was drawing circles, figure eights, numbers, letters, cutting it all which way. That football field looked like crap on purpose, and that was my fault. I don't think anybody ever knew, other than anybody who was really paying close attention in that football field. Maybe Coach, well, I got ready to say his name. I'm not going to say it. Maybe the coach knew what I was doing. Maybe not. But that contributed to me not being manager on that football team for very long. I think I lasted maybe 6 or 7 games. And besides that, there were times where I wouldn't put the electrolytes or the Gatorade in with the water jugs. Some of those players had to drink straight water when they played. If you were on that football team that happened to you, I do apologize. It wasn't directed at you. I just didn't want to be there. I hated it. I was miserable. I hated every single one of those football games. I was absolutely miserable. Didn't want to be there in public. Didn't want to be there with a football team. Ultimately, I just stopped showing up. And I don't think anybody asked where I was. They were glad I wasn't there anymore, I think, and I got what I wanted. I guess the moral of the story is, don't be involved in sports if your heart isn't in it. I don't know. But my heart definitely was not in it. I didn't give a crap about that football team. Seemed like, coming where I come from, football was all anybody cared about. They didn't give a crap about anything else worth a damn. Not anything scholarly, that's for sure. If you weren't involved with the football team, you weren't really anything. I guess that's the consequence of growing up in a small town, small county in the middle of the boonies of Virginia. So, if you always wondered, hey, didn't he used to be part of that football team in some capacity? Or if you saw that football field sometimes and were scratching your head as to why it looked like a blind person cut the grass, now you know why. It was my fault. Anyway, hope you all enjoy your day. This is a very surprise video. I wasn't planning on recording today. It's Tuesday. I normally record for Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I got the itch, and I wanted to tell a story. I've got lots of stories from when I was in high school that folks don't know anything about. Anyway, I'm going to eat these eggs. Give me a second and I'll flip the camera around and you can see them. Those right there are duck eggs. They look just like regular chicken eggs. You wouldn't know the difference until you bit into one. They're much richer in flavor. The yolks on the cooked duck eggs are much bigger. It's much bolder flavor. Anyway, I'm going to scarf these down. They've helped contribute to how and why I've lost so much weight. You all have a good day, and thank you for stopping by. I'll talk to you soon.